Good evening, fuckers. We are back with the next train simulator classic request video, and this one is a request from Laserjet Jordan. Yeah. Okay. Let's well, I don't really know how to start with this one. Well, let's just make one thing clear. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Laserjet Jordan, I can't remember his full YouTube name. It's quite a long-winded one, but anyway, if you look at the request video there, you'll see his comments. Anyway, you will see or hear quite clearly if you go to his channel that he is Scottish. I'm pretty sure he's from like either the Glasgow, Motherwell area, somewhere around there. So it is entirely possible that he doesn't really know London, certainly not West London, all that well at all, which may well explain this particular request, because, well, the loco is a class 165 DMU, not my favourite train, but well, the fact that I refer to them as the giant suppositories sort of gives you that idea. But yeah, so class 165 DMU, we're taking a three-car train in Great Western Railway green. It's the route that gives the impression that, yeah, he doesn't really know West London very well, because we are starting at London Paddington, and our destination, our final destination, is West Ealing. This is a journey that people would take using either the tube or a bus. They certainly wouldn't take the overline train, especially as you'd be having to get through all the crowds of people in Paddington station to do a journey that is just over 6 miles. It's less than 10 minutes, I think. Nevertheless, I've said on plenty of occasions that it doesn't matter how long or short the route is that you request. If you request it, and you know it's on a line that I've got and it's using a loco that I have, I will do it. So here I am. As far as the specifics, it is summer, it is clear, and it is 11 AM. I mean, say, this is not going to be a particularly long journey, so we may as well have some decent weather for it anyway. So yeah, London Paddington to West Ealing. Well, let's get this show on the road. So in order to try and extend this as much as I can, I will do an all stops service, but I think there's only going to be one stop along the way. Anyway, let's get the train set up. It's not going to take very much. Now for some reason, yeah, the tail lights actually start on. So right, I want Jesus, here we go. Right, day ahead. I think that's pretty much everything. So here we are. Here is our 165, our giant suppository. At least now it's not in white. It is in the Great Western Railway's green, so it doesn't look quite so much like a suppository. But let's get the doors open. There's not exactly going to be a hell of a lot of passengers getting on here, but well, they've got the chance to. So I went with a 3-car Class 165. This is the longest trains that yeah, Class 165s could form. Choice was always like 2 or 3. And despite how short this run is going to be, I can still pretty much guarantee that I'll get a speeding error, and you know, anything else you care to mention. Right, anyway, so DRA is off. Let's get underway. So we immediately start in a 40 mph zone, which is pretty good actually for pulling out of a major London terminus. There is some pretty good acceleration actually in the 165s. As much as I don't like the things, there are far worse trains to drive in this game. Not easy to keep the speed a constant in this thing. Well, it's not exactly easy to do in any loco. They rarely give you the chance to keep your speed constant. So we've gone over those points, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest, although surely it's going to put us in the slow lane at its earliest possible chance. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we go over these points here onto the side. No, once again, powers of prediction, spot on as always. So we're approaching a 50 zone. We are now in it. We really don't need to be speeding up into knot 7, but well, here we are. Not sure what the top speed of this thing is. I don't know if it's written anywhere, but I think 85, we're fast approaching the 85 zone, is pretty close to the top. Not even 100% sure we can even do that speed, but we can certainly give it a go. So here we are, we're in the 85 zone. You know what, as much as, say, I really do not like how the Class 1 165s look, or the 166. Like, visually I think they're fucking horrible things. They are actually quite good to drive. So we do actually have a station. We have Acton. So we will stop at Acton station. We might find some fellow QPR fans there. Yeah, amazingly, I'm not the only QPR fan alive. There are others out there who are as yeah, fucking sadistic. perhaps I should say masochistic as me, to actually support QPR. More often than not when I'm doing this line, yeah, we never even get the chance to stop at Acton. It always just puts us through on the avoiding line. But I think it's chosen, yeah, to put us here because of just how short this run is. So here we are at Acton Main Line. So somewhere around here is Wormwood Scrubs. I'm wondering if that is it there. And then you've got, yeah, Loftus Road, home of QPR, not all that far away from the Scrubs. At least half the team deserve to be in there. Right, doors shut. Away we go. And West Ealing is certainly the next stop, because you've only got 2.13 miles. We are just about to enter a 90 mph zone. Don't think we are really gonna need to go all the way up to 90. Let's face it, we're not really going to get the chance to. So we have Ealing Broadway coming up. Well, we can stop there. Ealing Broadway is, I mean, it's a terminus for two of the underground lines. The district line terminates there. Well, it's one of the district line terminuses. Also the westernmost district of the central line. So it's probably the two underground lines I use more than any other. And you can see that, yeah, after Ealing Broadway we have West Ealing station itself. There is just over half a mile between the two. I think actually nowadays the Elizabeth line stops at Ealing Broadway as well. But I mean, to be honest, last time I was in London, the Elizabeth line, they hadn't even started building it yet, let alone got it up and running. So here we are then at Ealing Broadway. Oh, a huge amount to see here. Wait for the guard buzzer. There we are. Right. On we go then for the last just over 3/4 of a mile to our final stop. I need to pay too much attention to that morphers board telling us the speed, max speed reduction. But here we are. Yeah, so, well, there we go. That is the run. That was London Paddington to West Ealing in a class 165, and I tried to extend it as much as I possibly could by stopping at every station on the way, but there was only 2 of them, because this is, yeah, it's a run of less than 6 1/4 miles, and amazingly I was able to do it without getting any speeding errors. There you go. So yeah, I'm not really too sure what to say about that, other than it is what was requested, and you know, I did say I would, you know, do whatever route was requested. But yeah, ladies and Jet Jordan, if you are watching this, I dare say you will be at some point. I don't know. I would say choose another one, I'll do another one for you, but I mean, you know full well that whatever you request, I'll do it anyway, so, but, yeah, that one was a bit of a disaster, really, because, yeah, I'm like 99.99% certain you had no idea it was this short, but, yeah, it is. Well, there you go. That was London Paddington to, West Ealing, a real sort of like blink and you miss it one, but it's what was asked for. So that brings this video to an end already, and we'll see you at the next one.